So, as we are marching to the mid lane, let's just think about what it is that we need to do against Ahri in particular. We both have Thunderlords, we both have Ignite. My auto attack range is a little bit further than hers, but she also has casting range that is better than mine. So, in order to use, let's say, my stun, I'm more apt to use it with a Disintegrate than I am with an Incinerate, as we see the range here. And the jungler's Grave, so he can kind of come in and mess up our stuff. I imagine Shyvana's just going to hang out in our jungle for quite a bit of time. Yeah. Don't feed and I'll carry. I don't think. Okay. As I said, I don't think she starts Charm. So we'll just try to zone her just a little bit. Okay, she's able to clear that right there. We're going to want to avoid using our stun. Okay, so no Thunderlord's proc. Make sure we are trading off as effectively as possible. So we don't have stun anymore, which means that we can openly use our W. She gets level 2 before us. So we're just kind of waiting, trying to figure out what to do. We can start stacking up. With Annie in particular, if you kill a minion with your Q, you're refunded the mana costs of that. We have a new stun up. I assume she got Charm. Yep, there's a Charm. We can actually, just based on our mana pool, we can harass a bit. And we have our Thunderlords up. So, we can go ahead and be a bit more aggressive with her. Again, just pushing forward a little bit. We now have stun. But we can also... We're going to assume that she's going to use her Q to farm there. Okay, she does not. So, we'll just play a little bit more passively. And try to stand with minions between us. Just so that we don't feel the wrath of the stun. We're now down 1 potion to her. And we're just kind of waiting. We're up CS on her. I think a lot of that can be attributed. Let's go ahead and place a bad ward there. A lot of that can be attributed to us kind of zoning her out with her W. Again, just putting ourselves between us and the minions. Just like in basketball, to rebound, you put yourself in between. Okay. Sort of an odd exchange here. Between yourself and the basket. The defender in the basket, you know. Same idea. That was an interesting Graves gank overall. We're still up CS. We are down with mana. If Shyvana comes, we can't do much. And we actually probably should just go back here for fear of flash. So let's just go ahead and ping. Is flash incoming? Nope. See, no mana, no stun. Can't really do much there, and we get the tax. If we can get to level 6 soon, Graves is top. We know that much at least. If we can get to level 6 soon, we can actually kill her with a Tibbers flash. Just have to make sure that we have enough mana. Okay. And that's the problem with getting 1 auto attack off there. We'll probably go for a Rod just to play it safe. We'll start with a Blasting Wand, 2 pots, and a pink. and we'll come back. We'll get the third pot on our way and start heading over here. I probably could have flashed that, but I chose not to because I'm a silly fool. So she's up a kill, she's up 3 CS and a level, but we'll have level 6 here soon. And there's level 6 with a stun, but we'll just go ahead and cycle through it because we can get it back pretty quickly. Yeah, double Durans is a thing. This is bad news for us. We're gonna coming. They're not gonna fight anymore. Yeah, double Durans is a fair choice. We see Ahri is mid over here. Actually, we might go back right now and get another Durans. How that tower is still hitting Tibbers is beyond me. Yeah, I think we can just go back, get a Durans and a Mana Crystal once we wait out the, 20 gold or whatever it is. So we'll get this, and then because we didn't have to use any of our potions, we'll just get another Durans. Makes it a little bit tankier, gives us a little bit more mana regen, but if we're effectively using our abilities, we actually shouldn't have a problem with mana. But as we saw early on, we missed one Disintegrate, which led us to, unfortunately, dying at level 5. We have about a minute left for our basically our ability to kill her. So we're just going to hang out in mid lane for a while. I don't have stun or really any mobility to get there. She has boots over me. So again, we're just sort of farming up. We have our stun and one more stack. She's able to just push. Again, just keeping the minions between us and the Ahri. If at all possible, Janna is spotted over here and Graves. Okay, so he's toward mid, we'll ward it up. Just be safe. And we're just dodging, trying to zone her out as much as possible. Keeping her away from the CS. Looks like she'll go around. But at this point, we can actually just wait for her, make her go all the way around. And because she's going to be a while, we can actually just cycle through. Make it a bit easier on us to clear. In 70 seconds, I have my Ignite again. I have a stun right here. I think we'll just play a little bit more conservative.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
An enemy has been slain.
Just cycling through. She's not being aggressive yet. We don't have vision on Graves, but she's definitely doing a better job overall cycling through her abilities. But she played it just a little bit too aggressive. I don't know if Kassadin chased. Nope, but Graves is there. Actually, probably could have baited that out a little bit more. We have Ignite up. We don't have Flash. Perhaps we'll go under the tower, but probably not. The idea, so yeah, W spam will help us compete with her wave clear, but at the same time, we don't want to necessarily compete with it, because with her being pushed up forward, we're actually able to sort of hang out under tower like we were before and just continue to farm that way. And we're just going to actually go back here. If I waited a little bit, I actually could have sort of baited that Graves into the kill because I had the stun. Help us out quite a bit. So again, she's just kind of pushing on. If we could get a Thunderlord's proc off earlier than later, that would. We have Ignite, and soon we'll have Flash. We'll have Flash, Ignite, Tibbers in about 35 seconds, which will hopefully help us out quite a bit. So again, she's just kind of pushing on. If we could get a Thunderlord's proc off earlier than later, that would be ideal. But it doesn't seem to be the case as of now.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, just camping top super
An
hard.
enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
And of course, the roam from bot
You
lane
have been slain.
gets us killed. I don't see a Mia from bot lane, so we're just gonna get boots. Head back to lane. I guess I could have pinked the bot bush. I was kind of sitting with it in my inventory. I was again more concerned about top lane ganking us or Graves coming from top. Tell me if you're gonna go do vision. Okay. So again, that's a 3-1 Morello Ahri. Her wave clear is just going to keep us pushed inward, and her range overall kind of screws us, but I'm not terribly concerned right now. As long as we can basically lock her down, we should be fine. Our flash is down, her flash should be up soon. Janna is coming, but we can't do anything. So we're just going to sit here. Again, I don't think this is... I don't think it's going to pan out as Janna has envisioned it. So we're just going to put a regular ward there. And hope that... Okay, so that's pinked as well. And Janna's just sitting here mid, which makes absolutely no sense. Literally just leeching experience. And now Thrush is here. Bot tower gone. Well, no point in me staying bot.
There yet?
Okay, we're just hanging out here. Why Thunderlords and not Deathfire? So Deathfire, if I was W spamming, would be okay, but I am not.
Enemy killing.
And it also sort of requires me to be up toward... We're just going to tip her early here. No ult mid. And we're just going to keep Tibbers in front of us at all times. Okay, so cancel TP. They really want to be able to get to us. Yeah, we're really trying to burst them down. So in this particular circumstance, it doesn't really make sense to slowly whittle them down, especially because Ahri is the queen at this point of whittling people down. We're gonna go back and get a rod, as our mid is Mia. That we're stacking up. In 25 minutes, we will be at optimal strength in some way. Ari is back. We don't have any MR. Our second item will probably be an Abyssal Scepter or some iteration of it. But right now I think we're perfectly content just trying to survive. You see that Graves is bot. Just gonna go ahead and chug a potion. Turbers is up in 40 seconds, which means in 40 seconds we can actually do something significant. If we actually wait out the minute, we can have her flash once more. I don't know if Ari is roaming. Yes, she is. So we'll tank it. So we're hanging out. Coming this way, hopefully no charm. Nautilus is flanking from the back, still no flash. So, we're just hanging out. All of us kind of roaming mid. We're just letting Cassidy do his own thing. And Janna just taking as much tower hits, as many tower hits as she can possibly conceive. So that's 2 dragons for us. I have to actually go back here. I wish I had a little bit more gold. I'm actually going to take blue. Wish I had more gold so I could buy upgraded boots, and I think that's what I will do now.
Enemy killing spree.
But Shyvana is dying to the Cleveland hotline. So we can't do anything mid lane. Definitely not while all of them have joined forces there. So, yep. We're heading there, but Shyvana dead, Nautilus top without TP. Could have came back to base and then ran up through mid lane with us. But yeah, we're going with Sork. Just dodging abilities. But they're tanking it all. Oh my. So pins and needles. We have a lot of AoE actually. So at some point we'll be able to make something happen. Until then, we're just going to almost immediately dash from Cassidy, reinforcing the fact that we need an Abyssal Scepter second. And he has 6 stacks of his Rod of Ages, whereas we have 3. So he's much stronger than us. And not only does he have that, he's up 2 kills, which explains how his itemization, Blasphemon, Negatron, Cloak, is all much higher. I have no idea why Twitch is right here, of all places to be. None of this makes sense, and I imagine Shyvana is going to come tax me. So I'm just going to tell her no. Please. Please no. Well, Shyvana taxing us is sort of the icing on the cake in this particular game. Dies bot lane. Decides not to get his jungle farm. So we're just going to push this out. Buy ourselves some semblance of a null magic mantle, hoping to get an Abyssal Scepter. I have ults, I have Tibbers, and Flash. So we can group here. Twitch is oblivious to his support. Looks like Cassidy is running around. Can't actually reach them over the wall. No need to be there, and he's dead. So, I don't know if people are just underestimating the damage of Caitlyn, or they just want to keep coming. Taxing is when someone comes into lane and takes the farm when it is not quote-unquote rightfully theirs. Now, in this particular stage of the game, we're not actually in laning phase, so it's not as big of a deal, in a way. But it's still pretty important to note that I am a mid laner who is down in kills and assists, so I need as much gold as possible. He's a jungler who should be killing jungle creeps. So instead of killing the jungle creeps, he actually decides to take out my minions as well. And he is going to fight up top without us having any vision. So hopefully he's able to escape. But Shyvana will most likely die here before... Yeah, see this. This is a problem. Because Ahri can ult and try to catch one of us out, which I think is what's happening. And again, Shyvana just pushing out this wave, which means that we actually are not able to get gold. We don't have vision. Trying to run from Cassidy if we can. Great ultimate there by Janna. Again, trying to do as much damage as possible. They decide to group up, which is not in their best interest, especially against a team like ours that has a hurricane Twitch. I'm just going to push out mid. Shyvana decides to continue chasing, which has now worked well for us thus far, but we know Caitlyn's ultimate is down. So,
An ally has been slain.
but he is found by the Graves. Okay. And we are gonna go take blue and top. Or drag. Oh boy. And so the yelling and screaming at each other is happening. AFK with 1 HP. Please stop chasing. I think that's what this all boils down to. I'm gonna show top, which means that they'll know for sure that they could do dragon. But even if I was there, I don't think we could take it. I'll just make sure that these minions don't kill us. Nautilus is not very pleased with us in particular. Should not have chased. Everyone relax. We're still. Choice and died. I didn't expect all of them to come up this way, truthfully. So let's go ahead, pick that out. For the purposes of surviving, we're actually going to get next item Zhonya's. We don't have any vision on Baron, which is not good for us. So in a minute and a half, we will have a fully stacked Rod of Ages. Shyvana is way too far and is running from her teammates. Hopefully she jumped over the wall. She needs... and probably a heal incoming from Janna. Okay, use it to just back people off. Shyvana hops back in, is able to survive. Nautilus is pretty far up, which is really good, because he just needs to be the front line for our Twitch. And they should realistically be going after Graves, who's going to melt them in the back line. Okay, pretty good.
An ally has been slain.
Pretty good overall. So, we can't do anything. I'm just gonna go head back top. I gave up my blue buff, which sucks. But in about 2200 gold, yeah, 2250, I'm able to get my my Zonus. And I'm just going to casually say that we need towards Baron. I'll place 2 of mine over there as well. So, trying to make sure that this team is as civil as possible. Doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, my comment of we need to ward Baron isn't we need to get Baron. It's we need to ward Baron in the off chance that we decide to group and they instead get Baron. So, but I'm not. I don't think it's in the best interest of the group right now to argue over the meaning. Never mind. So, we're just all seeing Shyvana again. Just really, really stupidly greedy. Twitch is bot lane. And I'm sure there'll be yelling between all parties here. And I'm about to get yelled at by the Twitch. Even though he was not there. Seems pretty reasonable. If that would have hit, we would have been able to go on. And I'm being pinged back by Janna. So, just go ahead. Clear this out. We really don't have much. Try to avoid this hook. And that's a dead Nautilus. We were there for way too long. We just need to not do that. Not have Shyvana flash into mid turret. Not have Nautilus, myself, and Jen up there. Because don't do this. If he does this, they can get Baron. Right now, they're not in position to get Baron. He gets stunned, teleport incoming, and he should just ult away right now. Okay, there we go. And just run all the way to Baron Pit, or Dragon Pit. Now they can absolutely get Baron if they really wanted to. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say why. Shyvana is not taking any responsibility for her actions, just saying, why do they do so much damage? Well, if the first 7 deaths haven't told you that they do a crap ton of damage, I don't know that the 8th one is going to have this magical epiphany. So we're just going to let you contemplate why they do so much damage, and just we need 5. You just need to wait. Kate is bot. We're just going to sort of play the waiting game as much as possible. Honestly, if you look at the damage dealt, I'm sure that Graves doesn't have as much as the other people. Keston has a ton of damage. Okay, so now we're prioritizing Dragon, which would make more sense if we had spent a lot of time for the 3rd Dragon that we just gave up. So instead, with the Zerat portal right here, we're just going to avoid all their abilities as much as possible. Stacking, coming close to the stuns. We're just using our abilities to get off as many stuns as possible. Hoping to get Caitlyn or Ahri. just gonna ignite here. Just play it safe. Kassadin is gonna be going after a Twitch, I imagine. Right here, we should go for the tower and inhibitor, but someone's gonna ping Baron or Dragon. Again, I'm not sure why now we've decided to focus these particular objectives when we had opportunities before. Kassadin could come in and one-shot us, or a couple shot us. Shyvana should just be able to take this. We should just clear out the other lanes, and at this point, clear Zz'Rot from the side here. So, we'll have Razonias, which will be able to protect us in the off chance that we get caught out a couple of times. We get caught out by a hook. Next game, Malzahar. I'm not sure Malzahar would. Maybe that's just a request to see Malzahar, but Malzahar wouldn't really do much different than an Annie in this game. Although the lockdown would be much more directive. You can't really screw up a Malzahar ultimate. But yeah, next game Malzahar could be a thing. So we have 3 dragons. 4th one is going to be important. 5th one is the most important. But right now, we're just kind of hanging out. Don't want to be seen by Ahri because we don't have vision across the map. So Ahri could use her ultimate, come in, give us big hugs and kisses, and then, you know, get hit or killed by someone. But we do see that Shyvana is going to go after Kassadin. But unfortunately, we don't have vision, and he will die as a result of it. We have, hopefully Nautilus will be able to come up here and protect me while I clear this Zz'Rot portal. Preemptively using our abilities. Shivers is up. Shiver's stun is up specifically. And we just want to make sure that we are not dying. And we botched the stun right there. So I don't think they're going to be silly enough to come back. We should just push top and force them to fight over here.
An ally has been slain.
And Nautilus and Janna.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah. This is the thing that we have to be afraid of. And we're spamming Zonias right here. Hopefully. We're able to make something happen. And we're not. So. That charm. Yes, Shyvana. Ahri has a charm. They do a lot of damage. It's like this guy is finding out how League of Legends is played right now in this game. He's like, oh my god, champions do damage to me and I die as a result of it? It's like, yeah, dude. You need to stop being so aggressive. You need to stop chasing. You died 8 times, which is the second most on our team, with our 9 and 10 Twitch. So you just need to relax, stop dying, and just wait. Wait. We're going to go ahead and sell our Giant's Belt. We'll sell our Durans. We're going to pick up a Rylai's for a little bit of health, a little bit of slow. Do as much as possible. I don't know if you want to call me Senpai, but I'm flattered. So thank you. At this point, hopefully Shyvana doesn't take blue. I'm going to ping it, letting her know that I'm coming for it. Hopefully she does not take it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. The only objectives that we really have at this point. Oh, nice! You're part of the Reddit post. What's going on, man? Yeah, we'll figure out the name at some point. Sorry, I haven't. If you responded to it yet, I haven't gotten to it because I'm playing. But I will get to it. Welcome. Hopefully it wasn't too hard to find. We need to ping them back at this point.
But long last, we're just kind of waiting. If we could have cleared out Zizurot, that would have been perfect. But we're gonna kind of head toward our teammates. A comment like Shyvana, what the fuck was that language, isn't really helpful in any particular way. But at this point, we have Nautilus with teleport, so we just have to run in here. Teleport is coming in. They're going to get Nasher, and we have a stun. So we're gonna head to the back line, stun multiple. We're gonna use Ignite on Ari and hit her with the charm, and we're gonna go ahead. We don't ace them. The only person that has it is Kassadin, and we have to figure out where their Zerat portal is, which is right here. We know it is pushing into us. So Kassadin's bot lane going against our Zerat portal. Oh boy. He's got mid, I guess I'm forced. How do I feel about Sensei Squad? I don't know. We'll see. Sensei Squad isn't terrible. I feel like we're crossing some ethnic borders that I didn't realize that we were going to on the stream, but we'll see.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So we're just kind of clearing this out. Is Shyvana going to die once more? I don't know if there is. You can go ahead and do a Google search for me. Yeah, see, to Google is probably the best bet at this point for most things. So we have our allies right now. They used everything. We know that this dragon's up, so we could probably actually secure it. Actually, we're a little bit late, so we're just gonna ward. We're just gonna hit them with as many things as possible, and we're gonna try to get Kate. Gonna go ahead and use as much as we have, which isn't a lot, unfortunately. And Caitlyn's absolutely shredding us, but we provided Twitch with a little bit of time to get in here, and Shyvana will hopefully clean up. Yeah. How to say sensei in Greek? Well, I guess we would have to figure out what the equivalent in terms of sensei would be, because there won't be a direct translation. Let's look this up. I'm doing it on the phone. I guess the closest one to sensei would probably be something like professor. Because, like, sensei is teacher, right? Yeah, so the closest to teacher. Well, professor and teacher are different. A teacher is daskalos, and a professor is, I have absolutely no idea, actually. Which is funny because my grandfather calls me the professor, even though, well, I am a professor, but he calls me professor, so you think I would know. But he calls me in English, so that's my excuse. Use master, professor, instructor. Yeah, some iteration of it, I'm sure we're fine. We have to group mid, actually. I don't think we could push in top. So we're gonna have to give up top and head this way. We're actually gonna come in with flash tibbers if we get there soon enough. Okay, that's a double kill. We actually have to go back because Kassadin's pushing this in. Display. Please stop fighting without me. I can't fight him yet. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to really fight him at all. I kind of want to just the blight effect. I feel like we're bordering on some weird health violations. Yeah. Yeah, get a voice clip of Papu. Hey, baby! I don't know how that would work. That would have to be a long-standing joke for people to actually understand that reference. Hey, baby, how's your sexy life? Which actually isn't even my grandfather's. The origination of that isn't from my grandfather. It's actually from his brother Bill. Which I have stories that are not at all appropriate in regards to some things that he said, including what he said to my wife when he met her about a month ago. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some other point. And they're calling each other names. I've actually tuned out. I don't look Greek, so I don't want people to think that there's like some weird cultural appropriation that's going on. It's not like it's like the Christopolis stream, it's the Blight stream, right? Blight Now. So I don't want people to think that I'm making some like weird European jokes. I'll tell story time in between the game, that way we can at least cut this game on in particular. Caitlyn is really going to be the bane of us, and we actually didn't have to use our flash, so that is pretty good for us. So we're just gonna wait, hoping to find an opening somewhere where Ahri and Caitlyn, in a perfect world, Ahri and Caitlyn are grouped up, and he's going in. And that's Caitlyn, so we're gonna go ahead, get them. We should be able to finish the game right here. Kassadin won't be able to finish it in time. We should have one person back. I got back. Because Kassadin does have... Okay. Kassadin does have a pretty big wave coming through. I just want to make sure that he could have just hidden behind a wall. Of Dark Souls? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think you could play Dark Souls on PC, if I remember correctly. They're gonna yell at me for not being there, but I actually am pretty comfortable with my decision. Although Caitlyn and them are about to be up, so we're just gonna run. Now, if we die, I think we insta-lose the game. I said don't back. You said a lot of things throughout the game. Dark Souls 3 on Friday. I don't know about that. And you really need to stay with us, man. Well, there are a lot of things that have been said throughout this game. I don't think the game should be over. But it's not. Dumb people. So, we're just gonna sit here and take it. We don't want to tilt these people any more than they already are. Shoot teamwork, I regret nothing. Yeah, exactly. Quick translation. So we're just gonna wait. They're gonna come in with Baron. The only super minions they have are top lane, so they're gonna go back, and in 30 seconds I've seen better comebacks. Yeah, not really. We should be good. 3 dragons to 3. Overall, just play group, go for Kate, and we're fine. And you guys will get caught out. We were talking about self-fulfilling prophecies today. So this is a really good example of one. As always, so we lose. So I think bad things have happened to this Janna in the past however long of playing League of Legends. The big thing for us is trying to figure out where their Zz'Rot portal is. Because if it's pushing into a lane, they could just easily pretty much clean sweep us. You believe. Give me all the power, please. Okay, Elixir Sorcery, we'll just re-up it. Group as 5 mid. Shyvana's flanking in from the back. needles. Double kill. And we should just be able to go down mid. Shyvana needs to not die. That would be ideal. Shyvana's dead. Cassian's coming from the back. We need to be able... We have a stun. Good timing on a stun. And that is dead Cassian. That is a dead game. Complain about me more. Please keep complaining. That's all I want to hear. All your whining, it just feeds me. Thank you so much for that game. Great game. Great plays by everybody. That's all I thought. Okay. And we're done. And the surrender. Just adding insult to injury. We're just going to go ahead and Zanya's and just kind of wave at the camera. Because that is how you win a League of Legends game. Trying to reserve some of my language right here so that we don't. Hey, S grade! I am so bad. I'm such a noob. I earned an S grade by one of my teammates. Hey, S on Annie. So funny how that works out. Let's look at the overall damage in the game. Huh. Let's see where all this comes from. Oh my god, second most damage on our team. What's happening? How could we possibly win League of Legends, guys? Idiots. You guys are all idiots. And I have to report you. Reporting...